You want me to call the police?
What do you think happened to Dr. King and why?
He was murdered. I don't know why.
What do you think happened to Dr. King?
Oh, he got assassinated clearly by the U.S. government. They've admitted that. But he got murdered because he was fighting for poor people, not just black folks.
So you think he was murdered by the government?
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Oh, I think what happened is he started putting together the anti-war movement with civil rights, with economics and labor, and he became a threat, and that's why he was killed.
20 election.
What do you think happened to Dr. King and why?
Dr. King died for fighting for justice and equality for all, mainly for black Americans, but mainly for all people of color as well too, because racism and hatred in the 1960s was at its peak, where all white Americans basically really had a hatred in the urge to like destroy and kill black people, especially with the church bombings, the domestic terrorism, what a lot of people wouldn't want to call it, but that's what he mainly died for us and anybody else who's fighting for freedom, inequality, justice, or anything like that.
What do you think happened to Dr. King and why?
He was murdered.
End of story?
Yeah, well, because the racism is what was going on at the time, and he was a leader, and he was a progressive leader for the African.
Do you think that the assassin is the person they say it was, or do you think it's bigger than that?
It doesn't really make any difference. I have no idea. I'm sure it was a white person.
I think MLK was assassinated, but he still lives on through the people today. Like, if you see how many people are here gathered today, they're showing like his movement and what he like empowered still exists today, and we're still fighting that same fight. So we can't give up for him.
Do you believe he was killed by the assassin they say, or?
I feel like it was somebody else.
He could have been poisoned and shot later, who knows?
Yeah. Okay, what do you think happened to Dr. King and why?
Murdered because he was trying to change the world. Yeah, you learn about it.
Yeah. I'm finna breathe, believe it or not. Feel like I'm Biggie, I feel like I'm Pop. Out of my head, guessing my target. I'm in the ring, I'ma rumble regardless. Aiming the free, feel the topic. Smoking the skeletons up in your closet. Words of my G, going the hardest. We gon' see in the morning. I'm finna breathe, believe it or not. Feel like I'm Biggie, I feel like I'm Pop. Out of my head, guessing my target. I'm in the ring, I'ma rumble regardless. Aiming the free, feel the topic. Smoking the skeletons up in your closet. Words of my G, going the hardest.
What do you think happened to Dr. King?
He was murdered by the government. Facts. 100, gang gang. No, I ain't gonna go that far. No, I mean, just straight up though, he was murdered by the government. Like, you can't deny the evidence, you can't deny the facts that was like put in place, any of that. Yeah, it is what it is.
It was right after the Memphis strike, which really, I think, tipped everybody off. This guy is very dangerous to the system.
What do you think happened to Dr. King?
I feel like Dr. King was a victim of imagery, a statement of a signal, of a follow-up from some like secret society.
I just want to say that he was murdered for standing up for something that he believes in, equality and justice for all. It's very unfortunate that, you know, for someone that wants to make a change, the result is them ended up getting murdered. So today we celebrate his legacy as well as many other historic figures.
No, he was a great leader, a great person. He believed in peace.
It's the thing is, bro, you get far into it, and it's like you kind of get nihilistic, and it's not the move. But that doesn't mean it's not true.
Right. Like it's like the mental part kind of fuck with you.
Bro, it's so fucked up, and it's like I gotta keep fighting, but it's like I'm trying to live my life, and it's like, not saying I I'm still woke, but it's like,
It's hard, bro.
The feds are in it.
Yeah.
The feds, the CIA, bro.
No, I feel like it was a group. It could be either the clan or anybody else who
Literally
was
planned at a specific moment.
because
date.
he was saying stuff that was against the norm. He was giving power and entitlement to black people, and they didn't like it. So they was like they had to cut the head of the snake off, like what their term is. That's what they had to do to eliminate the threat to their power.
Okay, sir, what happened to Dr. King and why?
I mean, for him, I think what exactly happened, just as him as any other important figure, he went down in history for actions that he did, you know, the stuff that was spoken by him, again, from his mentality, to lead up to him getting assassinated, marked, killed, or whatever, which happened to many great people in history, you know? So his legacy that was left can be an example of a lot of things that connected with it, as other heroes that are out there that we don't even know about, you know, or that don't get mentioned, you know, but it's a symbolism, everything that stands from then until now, you know. You could talk, you'd be like, oh, back then they had their issues, you know, and stuff like that, but that stuff still exists today. Then it probably will always exist, but as long as you keep spreading the positivity that he spread from the mess, you know what I mean? And just keep it going and continuing with the momentum like that, that's the best we could do, you know?
All right, anything else?
That's pretty much it. I'm skipping work right now. I'm supposed to go back.
All right,
we're playing hooky.
Thank you.
Okay.
Have a good one.
By the way, this gentleman killed his mother and his sister. Do you have that on tape?